great. Well, I want to talk to you about the Rediscovered album with Mauro that I know you've been working on.
Yes. Well, that's an interesting project because a lot of the different artists are all from the 80s and everybody's doing different songs. I was told to secrecy that I can't say which songs are going on there. I'm going to keep quiet about it. But it's an interesting album because basically we're all doing songs that people don't know us doing. And they're all covers, but there's specific different ones.
Yes, really exciting.
Yeah.
Rediscovered 80s. So it's all artists from the 80s covering our favourite songs. I don't think the songs have to be from the 80s, but mine just happens to be. And then we all do a cover of a song and put it all on one album together.
What made you choose your song?
I chose Sade because I just used to love her music, and there was so much going on musically at that time. But hers, to me, summarised a summery sort of chill out, good vibe stuff.
Yeah.
It's music you made love to.
Big shout out to Mauro, who I know is tuning in right now, because you've been working on with him on an album called Rediscovered. Now tell us what we can expect from this.
Oh my gosh, Rediscovered is an album of 80s artists that have chosen basically one of our favorite songs and we flipped it. We flipped it, flipped it. You know, it doesn't sound like the original at all. It's giving it a new spirit, a new sort of groove. So it's like myself, Sinitta, Leee, Kiki D, Wang, Chung, Giscombe, and it's quite a few more artists. It's just really been an amazing project. It's going to be released in October.
Album called Rediscovered. Talk us through this.
I can only tell you a little bit. But yeah, it's a great new album. They have varied artists on it from the 80s. I'm privileged to be asked, you know. I did my rendition of a song on there that you're all going to love. It's a little surprise. I'll leave you that element of surprise. But it was fun working with the producer, Yoad, as well.
Yeah.
He's brilliant. And I love the studio setting. I loved it. I was so impressed. I went in, it was like a live lounge kind of feel thing. I did 4 or 5 takes, and they were like, yeah, that's great, we got it. So, you know, not a huge, overproductive thing in the studio, vocally or musically. It was just bang on, and it was cute. I liked it. I loved it, yeah.
Really good. And I know there's some other 80s artists on the...
Yeah.
Kim Mazzelle, we love her.
Kim Mazzelle.
Leee, of course.
Leee, yeah. Yeah,
can't wait for that. But Rediscovered, which I believe you're on the album, is that right?
Yes, I am on the album, but I'm not going to tell you too much about it other than the fact that there's some fantastic 80s artists on it. There's songs that I think are going to make people smile and grin, and I'm hopeful that like when we put this whole package together and we come out live, everybody be able to come out and come and see us.
Yes, that would be lovely. Well, thank you.
I'm also involved in a brand new album called 80s Rediscovered.
Ah, yes, we were chatting tomorrow last week about this.
Right.
Yeah.
And myself and many other artists are basically singing their favourite 80s tracks, but not their own.
Yeah.
Right? So I know they've got Doris from Five Star.
Yeah, she's coming on the show
They've
soon.
got Leee from Imagination.
Yes.
He's got one on. And I've sung a track that's ready to go to be released.
What song is it?
I'm doing A Different Corner by George Michael.
That'd be amazing.
Well, I've actually loved that song all the time, and I actually sing that live anyway.
Wow.
So as soon as Mauro approached me about the project, I said, for me, it's got to be this track that we record. So, and he thankfully let me do it.
Oh, we can't wait to see that. Coming up, in particular, Mauro Dirago's album, Rediscovered, which I know you've got something to do with, haven't you?
Yes, we have. I mean, he approached us, it was through a mutual friend, actually. With his Rediscovered album of sort of 80s artists sort of doing covers of other songs, of well-known songs. And it so happened that we had this recording of Nellie's Hot in Here, which we'd done a couple of years before. We were going to do something with it, but we didn't know what we were going to do. And then, so I sent it to him. And they just loved it, you know, so that's going to be on the record. And there's a whole,
I can't wait to hear that.
It's very cool, I think. But, yeah, so it's lovely to be involved in it. And